Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. My name is Imran Majid, aka the Maharaja, and I'm going to be hosting today's match. And we have the final of the Eurotour in Slovenia, played earlier this year, with Alex Kazakis against Ruiz Sanchez from Spain. Alex broke off in rack number 1, and to my dismay, it's a dry break because Alex usually has a very good break-off shot. I bet he's surprised himself. Now Sanchez does have a look at this one. He cannot make it, so we'll play a safety, 2 or 3 rails down table. Nicely executed, good speed control. I think there might be a window to get to the 1 ball. Yes, this is the final, so players have won an array of matches to get this far, beating some great players on the way. This is the Eurotour, probably the toughest tour on the planet. And a badly executed safety by Kazakis. Slumps back down in his chair with disgust. It's rack number 1, so there might be some early nerves. May elect to bank the 2 ball. Or actually probably play safe. We shall soon find out. Okay, attempted a bank. I didn't think he'd play it because he wouldn't have good position on the 3. Now Alex is snookered. He's going to have to kick at this ball, and I don't recommend kicking from behind because the scratch looms large. Maybe hit rail first and catch a little piece of the 2, sending the cue ball back down table. Yeah, just like that. He wanted a half ball contact. Looks like to me he might have given up a shot. It was the correct choice of shot though by Kazakis. Yes, I've been frequenting the Eurotour for many years now, and I have to say the organisation and setup is exceptional. You have the best players in Europe, played in lovely venues, laptop scoring, referees. Quite a true pleasure to play in these tournaments actually. So Sanchez has got this long 3 ball. When you're making a ball like this at this angle, it's always a good idea to hit the long rail first slightly because it opens up the pocket. It makes the pocket much larger, and there you see it, he played it into the long rail slightly. We should always identify those shots because it makes the pocket almost double the size. May elect to draw through the gaps 6 and 7 to get shape on the 5. Bottom right on the cue ball. Used 5 o'clock on the cue ball there. Yeah, I would just stop the ball there and play the 6 in the side. Why play for position when you already have it? Top right on the cue ball. Maintains an angle on the 8 ball. Now can play a 2-rail positional shot with some outside spin. Probably 3 o'clock on the cue ball. Sanchez, 29-year-old from Spain, Murcia, was a junior world champion. And Sanchez sinks the 9 to take the opening rack. Rack number 2, Sanchez to break. Sanchez also has a very good break. As you can see right there, is it dry? Yeah, it's illegal. Or I should say a non-compliant break, because the 3-point rule is in effect. Doesn't look like the 2 goes past the 6 ball here, so we'll probably lay up behind the 3 ball. Can use the 3-9 as blockers. Probably would have liked an extra couple of inches on the cue ball to get tightly behind the 3-9. Because now I believe he has left a 1-rail kick. And a very nice kick shot there by Sanchez. Kazakis faced with a 2-rail kick shot now. Probably wants to hit the 2 ball half ball so he gets some separation. Now that's a bit unfortunate, because that's a foul. No ball made contact with a rail. Ball in hand to Sanchez. I'll be intrigued to find out what he's going to do with the 3 ball. Looks like to me there's a 2-9-3 combination on offer. Yeah, he's just having a look at that now. See, if he plays to split them, it could go wrong. Okay, he played that pretty well. He's got a shot on the side. Sanchez, one of the best players in Spain. Probably have to say David Arcady is the best player, according to his overall results during his career. Wants to maintain an angle on the 6 ball to get to the 7. Okay, gets straight in. Yeah, I don't know why he played it so hard to get straight in. Maybe he has a plan. Okay, that's a nice shot. Maintains an angle to get on the 8 ball. Both Sanchez and Kazakis have recently joined the Predator team. So welcome to the team, guys. One or two rail position here. Elects to play 2 rails. And Sanchez sinks the 9 to go 2-0 up in this race to 9. Rack number 3, Kazakis to break. Let's see if he can hit these balls a bit better than his last one. That looks to be dry as well. Like I said before, Kazakis usually has a very good break. Sanchez yet to win a Eurotour, has been knocking on the door. This will be a big monkey off his back if he wins this Eurotour. He's always very consistent on the Eurotour, getting high finishes, but is yet to win one. So that was a pretty loose safety, should have got cover there. Kazakis can bank the 1 board down table, go 2 rails behind the 2-7 if he wanted. Okay, plays a better shot than mine actually, and uses the 4 as cover. One rail kick for Sanchez. Nice shot, made a good meaty contact. Kazakis should have Sanchez in trouble here, considering the way the balls are laid out. Hats off to Kazum as well, who are the streaming outfit for the Eurotours. Best in the business at streaming billiards. They do a lot of 3 cushion billiards as well. And there we see the 9 ball just touched the rail, otherwise it would have been a foul. Good safety by Kazakis. Looks like Sanchez going airborne. Buckle up, guys. Has left a shot for Kazakis, although he's slightly hampered by the 6 ball. Should make this though, fancy him to get it. Yes, nice shot. Played that with some inside spin. Now, probably wants to get to around the middle of the table to maintain an angle on the 3 ball to get to the 4. And that's a nice shot because he's got a good angle where he can play a 2-rail positional shot to get to the 4. Bottom left on the cue ball, probably 7 o'clock. And he put a nice stroke on that. Nice bounce off the 2nd rail, which is important. 1 rail positional shot, just a high ball will do. And Kazakis is probably the best player in Greece right now. Won the World Pool Masters recently, beating Shane Van Boning in the final with an outstanding scoreline of 9-1. Got to be careful of the 9 ball here. Probably can just stun past it 2 rails. Bottom right of the cue ball. Probably float 1 rail, use a little bit of inside spin. Maybe 1 o'clock on the cue ball. Yeah, nice cue ball control by Alex in this rack. Yeah, good rack by Alex, currently trailing 2-1. Rack number 4, Sanchez to break. Bottom left on the cue ball. That was a nice break and a nice friendly bump off the 8 ball to maintain position for the 2. Yeah, I think Sanchez has figured out the break on this particular table. You see, he cut those balls a little bit more than Alex did. Alex has hidden the rack a little bit squarer. And I think it's more effective on this table to cut the break a little bit more. So, presented with a nice lay of the land. No real problems here. Roll the 4 ball in. Natural position for the 7 ball here. Okay, he played it with bottom right on the cue ball. 5 o'clock. Top left on the cue ball, 11 o'clock. And can play 1 rail, bottom left on the cue ball, 7 o'clock to get closer to the 9. There you see the spin taking effect. A lovely rack by Sanchez. all a product of his wonderful break. Goes up 3-1. Rack number 5, Kazakis to break. They call him Alexander the Great. Yeah, and see, Alex figured it out as well now. He cut the rack a little bit more to make a ball. That is a compliant break. It's got a thin cut on this one ball in the side. Needs to negotiate a path to get to the 2. That's nicely done. 2 ball goes past the 3 in the side. Can just roll this 2 ball forward. Play the 3 in the corner, I would have thought. Yeah, you had to bear down on that a little bit. Didn't have a full pocket. Looks like he's drawing this ball back, playing the 4 in the side. Bottom left on the cue ball. 7 o'clock. Looks like he's got a little bit of an angle, so can probably play the 6 in the side afterwards. Just stun across. Or roll forward. Yeah, play it in the corner now. Similar shot as before, where you can play it into the long rail slightly. Make the pocket bigger. Just caught a little bit of the long rail. 2 rail positional shot with high left on the cue ball. Probably 11 o'clock. And that's pretty good. This was a much needed break and run by Alex to stay in the race. (3-2) to Sanchez. Rack number 7, Sanchez to break. Is that a non-compliant break? Looks like it to me. Just when I thought he'd figured out the break, it eludes him. Kazakis does have a shot on this 1 ball. Bottom right on the cue ball to play the 2 ball in the same pocket. Yeah, nicely executed. Ideally didn't want to be straight, because he has to get back for the 3 ball. Probably has to manufacture some kind of angle now. Stunning round. This is a hard stun with top left on the cue ball. Oh, top right. It looked like he was striking top left. Nevertheless, it's a wonderful shot. Gets perfect position on the 3. Probably play the 4 long, unless he wants to draw back to the middle of the table. Yeah, he is going to draw back. Looks like he's a little bit straight, but might have yeah, he's got enough angle to maybe stun through the gap, 6 and 7. Okay, elected to bump the 6 ball there. Whatever he's tried, he's made a mess of that. He's not happy. I think he can see a piece of the 5 ball, but don't think he can make it. He's probably going to try and get his cue ball back behind the 6-9. I would have thought. Yeah, like that. Use some inside spin there. And a nice shot. Nice safety shot there by Kazakis. To be fair, he shouldn't have had to play that safety. He did mess up his positional shot. But he's got Sanchez in a spot of bother. Okay, he's going to try a 1 rail kick. Could even try to make this ball. And he did. And what a great shot. Lovely kick shot by Sanchez. And he's got a shot on the 6. He'll be happy with that from that situation. Just make the ball, no heroics here. He will have natural position for the 7. Just stay down, follow through. Yeah, nicely done. Stun into the long rail, 3 o'clock on the cue ball. Bottom left, using 2 rails. Deserves this rack. Played a lovely kick shot. Sanchez goes up 4-2. Rack number 7. Alex to break. Bottom left on the cue ball. And that was a better break. He is down 4-2. So ideally he needs to try and run out this rack to get within 1. Probably going to roll this in, play the 3 in the side, I would have thought. The opposite side, depending on the angle. You might choose to go around 3 rails. Can't quite see how much angle he's got. Yeah, 3 on the side. Keep it simple. Simplicity is the key when playing pool or any kind of cue sports. I do like the tables on the Eurotour. They're made by Dynamic Billiards. Always played pretty consistent. Probably play 1 rail with some inside spin here. Oh, is it going 2 rails around? Bottom left, okay. That works too. I liked 1 rail with inside because I didn't want to get this angle going into the 9. Now he can draw into the 9 and we'll have a shot on the 7, but it just complicates things a little bit. It's like he's going to punch around the 9 ball 2 rails, bottom right on the cue ball. And a much needed rack for Alex to reduce his deficit to just 1. Rack number 8. Sanchez to break. That was a crunching break, hit them pretty hard, and he's got a shot on the 2. I think he likes it. He's got a spring in his step. Sanchez desperately wants to win his first Eurotour. Elects to open up the 9 ball because it was clustered. Now everything's pretty open. At first glance, maybe the 6 ball doesn't have an obvious pocket. Okay, he's playing bottom right on the cue ball here. Not sure if he played it like that to bump the 4, but he'll take it. Yeah, might have to play the 6 long here past the 7 ball. Yeah, needs a good positional shot here. It's quite an important shot, so duly taking his time. Okay, played it into the side pocket. That works too. Play the 7 on the opposite side. They call Sanchez El Ferrari. Vroom. Takes a 2-rack lead to go up 5-3. Rack number 9, Kazakis to break. Currently down 5-3. That's a lovely break. And a nice shot on the 3. Made 3 balls. Bottom left on the cue ball here. 7 o'clock. Getting to the middle of the table. It's always your best friend, the middle of the table. Straight draw. Now needs to get this positional shot right. One good shot here to win the rack. It's a controlled draw shot. Under pressure, these can be a bit touchy, but shouldn't be a problem. That's very well controlled. He's deciding whether to go forward or pull it back. I like pulling it back. Yeah, it was an awesome break-off shot. Oh, he's underhit this a little bit. Shouldn't be a problem. Just got there, I think. Needs to bear down on it, though. Nicely done. Sanchez up 5-4. Rack number 10, Sanchez to break. Currently leading 5-4. Bottom left on the cue ball. Yeah, see, he hit them quite square, and that's an illegal break or a non-compliant break. You need to cut them a little bit more on this particular table. Kazakis does have a cut shot on this one. Might just elect to gamble here and go into the 3-ball or 6-ball. Or the 7-ball. Was hoping to stay down that end of the table. Does have a shot on this 3, but it's quite risky, and to hold for the 4-ball is tough. Does have safety options. I don't see an obvious safety. He may elect to go for this, but by the way he's queuing, doesn't look like it. Yeah, at least he's contained the situation. Didn't get the snooker, but at least he hasn't sold out. Sanchez should get a good snooker here. Maybe thin snick off the 3 in behind the 7 or 8. It's a little bit tricky because the scratch is there as well. Yeah, it looks like he's played it. Oh, just under hit it. Has he given up a shot? I don't think Kazakis can make the 3 in the side. He's going airborne. He's going for the corner pocket, I believe. Oh, he's going for the side pocket. Yeah, nice shot. Very good jump shot. He's not totally out of the woods because he needs one more good shot to get on the 5. Probably use the rails. Probably 2 or 3 rails. 1, 2, 3. Needs a bounce. Okay, slightly off angle, but can draw into the long rail with bottom left on the cue ball. Probably 7 o'clock on the cue ball. Use the long rail and come back towards the 6. Got to get your speed right here. Yeah, and that's pretty much perfect. Okay, he's going to draw it. Bottom left on the cue ball. 7 o'clock. And this could tie up the match. Five. They're both alive. Rack number 11. We are tied up at 5-5. Game on again, guys. Kazakis to break. Yeah, he's worked out the break now. That was a much better break. They always say that the most important shot in the game of pool is the break-off shot, and there you see a true example of that. How easy the game can be if you do work on your break and master it. These guys put in hours and hours in practice for their break-off shot. And that's what's required, I'm afraid. You've got to put in the work. There's no substitute for hard work. Now straight draw, wants an angle to get to the 8 ball from the 6, which he has achieved. He put a nice stroke on that. Now has the correct angle to draw or stun down for the 8. right, use the long rail. Straight draw. Nicely done. And Alexander the Great goes up 6-5. It's rack number 12 and things are heating up. Sanchez was leading all the way and now is down 6-5. Needs a good one here to tie up the affair. That's non-compliant. Don't think he's made a ball. I think he cut them a bit too much there. It's a fine art with this new format of breaking with the 3-point rule. Well, I say new, but it's been around for a few years now. But there's more to the break than it actually presents itself. Alex failed a combination shot there, which he should have got. That was quite a big shot in the grand scheme of things. Bottom left on the cue ball is going to kill the cue ball. A nice stroke on that. Probably play a 3-5 combination afterwards. Got to try and put yourself in Sanchez's position. He's never won a Eurotour. He's been knocking on the door. He's had some very close finishes, but never won one. So you can imagine the pressure he's feeling. I mean, everybody feels pressure, but it's all about how we handle it. Some players handle it better than others.
Extension call.
Needs to negotiate position for the 4 here. Play it with some left hand spin. Played that nicely. That's exactly how he intended to play it, and it's got a nice angle to get on the 6 ball. Bottom right on the cue ball here. 5 o'clock on the cue ball, stunning to the long rail. Has he got there? Yeah, looks like it to me. Yeah, and that would seal the deal in this rack. Should tie up the match. It's a good competitive match, and that's what we like to see as viewers. 6-6, both in the mix. Rack number 13, Alex to break. He's got his act together with the breaks, hitting them good now. Nice break, and he's got a nice shot on the 2-ball. Although it looks like an easy run out, you still have to mind your work. Still gotta concentrate on your cue ball. Bottom right on the cue ball. It does go past the 8-ball. So I might have to use the short rail here to get back out for the 5. Maybe the short rail and the long rail. Bottom left on the cue ball. Back into the center. Good positional shot. Bottom right on the cue ball here. 5 o'clock. Ooh, didn't want to hit that 8, and that's a glaring error. And what a time to snooker yourself. It's probably a little bit indecisive there as to how to get position on the 6. He's going airborne. Unfortunately for Alex fans, misses the 6th ball and has left a shot, although it's not easy. And he slumps into his chair with disgust, looks up to the pool gods and says, "Why did you snooker me?" There's a couple of ways he could play this shot. Could play it with inside spin. He could play it with outside spin. Yeah, oh, he missed it. Didn't expect that. Just misjudged the deflection of the cue ball there. Alex is probably going to play safe, putting the 6 behind the 9. Maybe trying to get the cue ball 2 or 3 rails behind the 7. It looks like he's got him. Not sure if there's a window. Looks like it. Yeah, that's about all he could do. He's played it pretty well. Not sure if Alex has got an edge. So he has got an edge, so can reply with a good safety as well. Probably use the 9 as a blocker. That's pretty good. Has he left an edge? Elects to kick and has left this ball up. Great chance for Alex to go up 1 rack. High right on the cue ball, 11 o'clock there. Sorry, 1 o'clock there. Bottom left, 7 o'clock on the cue ball here. Play the 8 ball in the side. Looks like he can float 2 rails around for the 9. Yep, just like that. And an easy 9 ball to go up 7-6. And it's rack number 14. Sanchez to break. Getting to the business end of this match. Bottom left on the cue ball. It's a crunching break. It is compliant. Has he got a shot? Yep, looks like to me he's got a shot. Just working out how to get position on the 2. It's not straightforward. Looks like he's going to play a 3 rail positional shot. Play the 2 in the same pocket as the 1. Okay, 1 rail. Threaded the needle there quite nicely. Now every ball does have a pocket. It looks like the 5 goes past the 7, or he could play it to the side, depending on his angle on the 4. Probably play it in the side now. And he'll use bottom left, 7 o'clock on the cue ball to stun 2 rails. Okay, 1 rail. That's good position for the side pocket. Looks like he's drawing back, playing the 6 on the opposite side. And you would think he's home and dry now. $7 on the cue ball here. Used 2 rails to get back into the middle of the table, unless he wants to go forward. Each to their own. Obviously felt more comfortable playing it that way. And that will do nicely to tie up the match once again. Quite exciting stuff. Rack number 15. Kazakis to break. Pressure is vamped up, coming towards the end of this match. Let's see who can hold their nerve. Okay, that's a non-compliant break, definitely. And he looks at the table with disgust. His last 2 or 3 breaks has hit some absolutely superb breaks. And what a time to get a non-compliant break. Nicely finding the gap there between the 4 and 9. For me, that was the key shot of the rack. Yeah, he's got a spring in his step. He likes it. Roll forward and shoot the 4 between the 7 and 9. Probably just needs to get position on the 6, and this should be rack over. I shouldn't talk prematurely, still got 5 balls to go. Still taking his time, Sanchez, double checking everything. Hasn't got a great position on the 7, but shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, he can play the 8 ball long because he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. 9's laying quite nicely for the side pocket. Just got to make this ball. Just concentrate on the pot here. Should be home and dry. And there we have it. Puts Sanchez on the hill for his first Eurotour title. Can he get there? We'll soon find out. Rack number 16. Kazakis, Sanchez to break, is on the hill. Nice break. Makes the one in the side and a couple of other balls. The 2 doesn't have an obvious pocket. Shaking his head. Needs to come with a good safety here. Doesn't want to sell out this rack, because then we'll be in for a hill decider, which we all like to see as viewers. It's not great for the players though. Trust me, I've been there a few times. Needs that 2 ball to stop. I think it's stopped just in time. Does have a shot though. It's a thin shot. For me, priority there was get the 2 balls safe. Is he going for this? It's hard to tell. Yeah. Unfortunately caught the bump of the side pocket. He's probably playing for the 4 ball in the side there. Now he's forced into safety. Or does it go past the 8? It looks like he may be going for this. Bottom left on the cue ball. 7 o'clock striking. Yeah, nicely done. Do we have a hill thriller on the horizon? Yeah, played it with some inside spin. 11 o'clock on the cue ball. Probably play this 2 rails. Doesn't want to baby it in. Want to let your stroke go here a little bit. Okay, he played it 1 rail. He's feeling it. You can kind of sense it. And there we have it. We are forced into a hill thriller. And it is 8-8. It's the last rack of the set. The winner will be the Eurotour Slovenian champion. Rack number 17. Kazakis to break on the hill. Needs a good one. Is it compliant? Don't think so. I only think he made 2 points. Yeah, see, the 8 ball doesn't get there. And has left a shot. Sanchez. It's not easy and needs to negotiate position for the 3. That would be his main concern. Potting the 1 shouldn't be a problem. We go up and down table. Oh my God, he's missed the 1 ball. That's got to be a little bit of pressure because he knows it's for his first Eurotour title, which is understandable. Who can hold their nerve? Just got to try and maintain your focus and concentration. No external or negative thoughts. Just concentrate on the process. Stick to your pre-shot routine. And that way it will give you the best chance to complete your mission. One good positional shot here. Oh, that's not the best of shots. I think he elected to gamble there a little bit. He played the 2 rail first. He kicked it in to try and go into the 3. And that's going to dress up over the side for a jump shot. Oh wow, what a jump shot, and oh, very nearly scratched into the opposite side pocket. What a crazy shot. A little bit of adrenaline in that jump I detected. Overhit it. I was lucky not to scratch. He's got to make sure he gets a rail here. Yep, just about. And the 4 ball has leaked out. Chance for Kazakis. Oh, very close, but unfortunately for Alex Kazakis fans, he's missed that ball and presented Sanchez with a nice chance to seal the deal and take his very first Eurotour title. These are probably the most important 5 balls of his career. Just got to keep your wits about yourself. Maintain your focus and concentration. must say he does deserve winning a Eurotour because he's had so many high finishes. Third, fifth, third, second, third. And hopefully this time he'll get his first. Yeah, and that looks pretty good. Not perfect, but I fancy him to make it. Deep breath now, Sanchez. Take your time. Pick your potting angle. Yep, check it again. Why not? Keep to your pre-shot routine. Stay down. And there we have it. Congratulations. And there we see El Ferrari winning his first Eurotour title. Massive congratulations to him. And commiserations to Alexander Kazakis. Good effort. Just come unstuck with a couple of shots at the end. Thanks for watching, guys. And stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more pool action from across the globe. I am Imran Majid, signing